Hello, Beer League community. Is your second favorite caster, Bunny Koo here. We have coming up soon, Alaskan Bullworm versus Coach Rivals. And we should be getting the draft starting very, very soon. I hope my audio levels are good. Because it's been a while since I've like even opened OBS or anything. But I hope you're excited. The final best of 3 of week 1. Now we're moving into week 2. So many games this season. Really, really exciting. And the draft is starting now, so I will hop over into that. As you can see, coming up right here. Shen ban, Set ban, getting some top lane bans going out and about. The best team in week 1, in my opinion. That's a tough one. I was thinking about that, and it's hard to say. I do have like written down some little notes about the matches this week, and so far, I mean, 1IQ has like just had the best looking games, but also since every team has only played one other team, it's kind of hard to really say who's the best just from that alone. Once we start seeing some teams actually face off against each other, then there's going to be some more to look at, because I mean, a team could look amazing, but it could just be like a mid-tier team playing against the worst team. Not to like insult any teams, but it's hard to really tell. But like, I don't know, Rihi and 1IQ, their performance just looks absolutely stellar. So that one was so far looking the best. Senna, first pick for Alaskan Bullworm. Senna has been a disgusting champion lately. Disgusting in terms of not necessarily balance. I think she's a little bit more balanced now. I don't think it's too bad. I think it's definitely still good. I don't think it's like super broken or anything like that, but still definitely solid. But I was calling it disgusting because, frankly, as somebody that used to like main Senna a little bit, it's gross to see how she is now. It's just awful. It's the worst. But moving on from that, Senna, Smolder, and Ziggs. A lot of pretty like early-ish, not early-ish, but like a lot of heavy damage there. A lot of scaling in terms of just the AP from Ziggs, and also Smolder and Senna both being literal infinite scalers. I don't know, I've heard like Smolder, yeah, I don't know, his execute is good, but I've heard that it's like, I don't know, I've heard the 225 is overrated a little, but I don't know, I haven't like actually seen it too much. It's still getting picked in LCS, so I mean, like, can't be that bad. Not even just LCS, it's getting picked like every region, so I imagine it's still, I mean, you know, I think it's still good. I've heard some people say that the execute's overrated, but it's checking out. But from the side of CR, we're getting Caitlyn, Braum, and Kled. Caitlyn and Braum are two characters, don't know, together feels fine. I was trying to think, like, it's not like the most optimal bot lane duo, but it definitely is one that works. I think Braum is a really amazing support. I think Caitlyn is a really amazing ADC, and so if you just slap two amazing things together, it kind of doesn't matter if they are amazing together or okay together or bad together, because they'll still just both be good. And a Kled is, it's honestly, it's one that's exciting to see, because it's something that I don't see often, and Kled is a funny champ, and when I can see some good performance on it, it's just always enjoyable to see. And then the Syndra, CR picking up their own scaler. Syndra obviously having that insane, basically getting, if you buy Rabadon's and use her passive, you get like 50% bonus AP or something. So the Syndra will do a lot of scaling. Syndra is also just, I don't know, she's been pretty crazy lately. I don't know how pick or ban she is right now, but I've been so ARAM build. So I keep falling back into the ARAM pits, the ARAM pits of hell. But finishing off the comps, picking up Nasa's Amumu and Vi. And honestly, I gotta say, first impressions, CR is looking a lot better. I like their mix, the good mix of damage as well as some durability. It's on top of just having really good team fighting ults. You know, the Kled is like a good engage. Braum, crazy knockup. Vi can really help to dive onto somebody that is fed, such as Smolder. So I think that'll be pretty good. But ABW, I mean, it's not bad either. The Senna, Smolder, Ziggs, all three of them will be doing some pretty good damage, most likely. And the Amumu, obviously, probably has one of the most oppressive team fight ults, being that it's just a giant AoE stun. So I forgot they were waiting on me. My bad. I was slowing down the lobbies. But yeah, what was I saying? The Amumu, obviously the team-wide stun can be really good. Nasus lately has just been kind of doing crazy. It's also not like too hard because I'm seeing the case was talking about how Kled will run Nasus over. Nasus, I was like reading some things people were saying like it can be pretty easy to play like Nasus kind of like from behind, kind of play him more safely and back. So I think ABW like has a world where they can win this, but yeah, I think like CR's comp I think overall is looking better, but I think you really can't write out ABW. Their damage, I mean the damage share from like Smolder, Ziggs, and like potentially Nasus. I mean, I don't know. I guess Nasus really won't have high damage this game unless things go late. I mean, I guess that's really is what ABW is like riding on though, is they want this game to go late. Because their entire comp is just built around kind of just trying to scale. Just kind of trying to sit around for a while. I mean, Senna's scaling. The newest build actually kind of like nullifies the whole point of her scaling, doesn't it? Let me have a quick peek at this. Where's her passive on the page? Oh, I scrolled past it instantly. Where is it? Okay, she gets AD, and she gets crit and attack range. But when you're just going full enchanter, like the AD, sure, it gives you some extra healing for free. The attack range, it's okay. I mean, if you have Blood Song, it helps you proc that. But overall, I mean, like the new Enchantress Senna build kind of just like nullifies the point of her scaling. So Senna, you can kind of like rule that out as a scaler. You mostly just have Smolder and Nasus as your scalers. So we'll have to see how that goes for them. I think that honestly, as much as ABW's comp is focused on scaling, I think CR is almost going to scale harder just with the Syndra Caitlyn. Caitlyn kind of scales really crazily hard into just one-shotting people, literally one-shotting people, and then Syndra will just be so crazy. If Syndra feels at times so unapproachable because of her E, like if they do have 3 permanent stackers, but like one of those stackers is gonna struggle to stack. Smolder stacks are like, I don't know, it's good, but it's not like super crazy. And then Senna's stacks, as I just said, are like pointless. They're pointless if you're doing a chance of Senna. Her center stacks don't do anything. So it's just mainly, I mean, like they do, it's not nothing, but it's so minimized. She can auto attack for Fountain, but she'll be doing 10 damage because she's gonna be building Enchanter. That's the issue with Senna. New Senna is that Enchanter is like the best build. You can mix in a Black Cleaver if you want, but it's usually just full Enchanter. Sometimes it's like Echoes, Black Cleaver, Moonstone, but mostly people just usually go Echoes, Moonstone. Or maybe they do Black Cleaver Rush and then Echoes Moonstone. I'm not 110% sure about that, but yeah, Senna is just weird right now. But because of that, it's kind of like ABW's really only scaler is Smolder. Nasus will probably be scaling slowly if Kled is really as oppressive in lane. If Kled is actually as impressive in lane as chat thinks, then maybe, you know, Nasus won't be really stacking. So then, honestly, Syndra will be scaling harder with her stacks than most of ABW. So it's like that one pick kind of helps them to nullify or counter the scaling in a way. Not necessarily literally, but it's just, I don't know, it's that one character. And then also Caitlyn, well, she's not an infinite stacking character. She's definitely a character that scales really well into the late game, so I don't know. Personally, I feel like top lane matchups, like, always feel like they could go either way most of the time. Because it's just that, like, I don't know, it's a lot down to how the players precisely play it, and when you're not playing at the absolute highest tier, or you're not playing with, like, prior expectations to how things could happen or go. I don't know, even at the highest tier, sometimes these things are supposed to go one way, go another way. So it's like, top actually feels like the most undecided lane sometimes with certain picks. Some picks, they are just counters, but anyways, we're gonna have our early invade here. Sawdu getting caught up, and he's gonna get first blood, going over to Ched. Ched now getting knocked down off of his mount, gonna have to flash over the wall to escape from the team. They're not quite disengaged yet. I don't know that ABW really be able to chase down any further, though. Karess going down low is gonna have to flash away. Burn from the Scorch on the Ziggs. Really bad Zed, gonna get a kill. The fight hasn't stopped yet. JWM is going in further. Ched is ignited. He's burning down. JWM getting that kill. Both top laners end up with a kill. The support, not the support. These champ picks were out of order. Now everything's in order. The Ziggs, APC having a kill. Nasus having a kill. Kled having a kill. 2 kills for ABW after that early little fight there. Quite a few sums spent all around. A lot of flashes burned, but really bad Zed still has his flash, which means that honestly he could play this lane hyper aggressive. I mean, they're already a hyper aggressive double poke comp. He could be walking up in their faces using those empowered autos all he wants, playing really, really aggressively because Caitlyn doesn't have flash, he has flash.
Hold up now.
I need to zoom this out. I was like blind, tunnel visioned. Caress dropping low, and really bad Zed's gonna be able to take them out underneath their tower, and at the same time, Sentry taking out Smolder in the mid lane. Holy moly, this game is so volatile. 5 kills at 3 minutes. Now we're about to witness another as Ched gets dismounted, starts going ham on JWM. But it looks like they're gonna have to back off that minion wave. A little bit of a threat to both of them. By moving into the top lane for a top gank. JWM dodging back a little bit. Don't know what exactly he was anticipating. Vi wasn't even charging at the Q there. I guess it was just trying to dodge the Kled E or whatever the pull is. But either way, I don't know if they were going to escape. Regardless, JWM will be going down. 2 kills over to Kled. And more kills just stacking up on this board. Ziggs already has a lost chapter, so he's already going to be doing so much damage. It's going to be so oppressive. And at this point in the game, I mean, until about, for like the next minute and a half, still has flash advantage. Still could be abusing this Caitlyn hard. And now we're going to have Mumu coming in on the mid lane. Eric flashing back is going to be able to use that Q and E to knock back his opponents. Might be able to walk away, but Sawdude is following. Mumu has some good chase potential, but they're going to be, oh, maybe not backing off. Looking around, we might be cooking up some weird shenanigans here. Ched making his way down. Gonna be a kill for really bad Zed in the bot lane out of the Caitlyn. Caitlyn is just getting absolutely abused. Sawdude now finding Ched. We're gonna have a flash from him, and Chica's now also flashing over. Smolder going down. Sawdude gonna be able to walk away back underneath his tower, and I just cannot stop play by play. Stop fighting. I'm too tired for this. Not actually keep fighting. This is entertaining. Keep it going. Somebody else just run it down right now. Come on. Things are indeed looking really bad for this Caitlyn bot lane. Losing that flash early has clearly hurt them a lot, even though Zed wasn't necessarily, not Zed, Ziggs. I mean, I guess yes, Zed actually was correct. It's just so confusing. But yeah, Ziggs was doing a lot. JWM gonna start to go in on Ched. The Wither doing a lot to keep him slowed down, but Vi is there. 2 flashes, Ched and JWM both gonna be used. Ched now going in on JWM under the turret. That dismount is going to help him lose the turret aggro, but Sawdude still going to be able to come in and get a double kill at that last moment there. Now Eric, Sawdude, and Bromstein all potentially looking for a fight. Sawdude using the scuttle to get over closer. Now very low on health though. Eric Getting low too. No Qs. Oh, he will be able to hit the E, but Eric does go down to Bromstein in the end. Kill for kill, but Smolder is up in the end. Oh. Almost was looking like something was going to happen there for the side of CR, but it's going to be a flash forward, and Mpex takes out Caress. Caress just getting absolutely abused. 0-4, a death every 2 minutes in this game. It is looking really bad, but Chica's now here was able to dodge the Senna route. Gonna use the R to go in on the Senna Q to knock him back. Gonna take them down. Zed flashing away. Hernandez teaches not able to teach him a lesson as Zed walks away, gets away for free. Not necessarily for free, lost their support, but is able to still get away. And lost their flash. Finally, Caitlyn has a chance to kill a couple minions. But how long are they actually going to be able to play the game for? That's the real question. They did rush the serrated Dirk, which I kind of like to see against this kind of lane. Getting some good pokes off here. Going in hard on a misplay could be really beneficial. But speaking of going in hard here on a misplay, looks like Caress might have overstayed a little bit without their support. Really bad. Zed's going to be able to take them down again, bring them up to 5 deaths at 9 minutes, along with CR claiming the first drag this game. Ooh, Bromstein getting taken down there by Eric's ult. Man, there's just so much fighting. Can we talk about how there's 2 kills per minute here? Like, holy free holy. Saw dude in bot lane hovering around. I don't really think that they have dive potential. I mean, they do have Zigzal, so if you lock down the Caitlyn, I think they can kill the Caitlyn. But I don't know. It seems like a moment through. Although Caitlyn like only has cleanse, so maybe it's not too bad. JW, I'm gonna be using the Wither and Shed, which will prevent them from fully committing there. Already, turret taken down, Ziggs, you know, just a devil to turrets. Shed now dismounted. He's going to be able to stack back up and hop back onto his mount, but he's going to be instantly kicked back off. Not able to escape the Wither, slowing him down way too much. JWM will be able to take down Ched. Now, where is Bromstein? Far deep inside of the wrong base, but Vi going to be able to pick him up with the ult, not allowing him to execute as he tries to escape. And these teams know how to keep the kills going. 19 kills at 11 minutes. It is just too much. And speaking of too much, we are going to get another Saw dude getting the kill on Eric while Ziggs doing so much damage. There's been so much action in this game that I haven't even had like a chance to look down at the scoreboard this game. Senna did, of course, rush the Echoes of Helia. So that is going to be a lot of healing for them, not a lot of damage. But, I mean, look at that healing and that shielding. It did allow Ziggs to live for quite a long time there, unfortunately. Still is going to end up dying to Eric. Or was that Caitlyn that claimed the kill? It was Caitlyn that ended up claiming the kill. So Caitlyn was able to secure that with their R ult. Gonna help to put Caitlyn back into the game a little bit. Caitlyn has some gold. Bromstein gonna be taking some quite significant damage from Eric here. Eric looking to chase down. As soon as Eric gets Q and E again, Bromstein is just dead. Q, E, hits, W, going in, slamming it down on top of that dragon's head, giving him brain damage. That baby is gonna be having some issues. "23 kills at 13 minutes. This is just so much. So many kills. Like, I don't even know what to say here. I mean, of course, like, you're gonna have kind of a volatile game when you have a Ziggs, but holy moly, this is terrible. But at least it's not just one team getting all the kills, though. It's 12 to 11. The gold's not super even, but the kills are even. Ooh, Ignite going down into JWM. Ched is able to remount. JWM going up into the ult. Dismount going to come in. JWM. Oh, they're both so low. JWM finishes off Ched. I cannot believe that he managed to live there. But with the Frozen Heart and the Wither, it is so hard to do a lot. Honestly, does JWM just get another kill here? Holy moly, Chicas is low. If he gets another Q in, oh, the flash forward is going to prevent the time for another Q to come through. I think one more Q there would have really finished it off. There goes Mpex trying to finish off Hernandez. He's going to have to flash forward, use their 10 damage auto to finish them off. Eric is low. They haven't been caught yet. Bromstein has high potential to just die here, and that's what they're going to do. Once Cinder gets that E up, you're pretty much done for. Any character without a health item is just absolutely screwed over. Caitlyn has finally gotten the collector.
Let me give.
So maybe the Caitlyn will start doing some damage. A little bit of damage going out into Ched there. I mean, looking across the board, hang on here. Ched going in, trying to get his courage stacked up so that he can remount. He just basically sidesteps up into the Ziggs bomb there, kills himself on it. Chica's now going low, trying to back off and get away, but JWM is going to be able to take them down. Hernandez Teaches is now alone, and this turret will be theirs.
Heaven won't be empty for long.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
But looking at the scores this game, Nasus and Smolder are kind of the big damage threats from the side of ABW this game. And did I say Nasus and Smolder? I meant Nasus and Ziggs. Nasus and Ziggs are the big damage threats this game. But before I can even talk about that, looks like we're going to have a kill on the Bromstein here. Ched ulted down there, bot lane. They won't give me a chance to even formulate my thoughts. Banasses and Ziggs, they're the big threats here, and I'm not 100% sure what can exactly be done about that, because, I mean, the Vi will be, like, somewhat decent into the Dazzes. But even that'll be kind of rough. Caress, I don't think we'll ever be able to do anything unless this game goes to, like, 40 minutes, and then, like, you know, JWM falls asleep or something. I think that's their best chance, because Frozen Heart and Wither, you just cannot touch this guy. It's so hard. I think Vi is the only person that can touch them because auto attack resets are kind of good against auto attack slows. But yeah, I don't know. I was like unsure about how well Nasus would be stacking up this game because apparently the Kled was going to be a difficult one for him, but apparently this Kled didn't build right, and so the Nasus was able to scale up very well. The Smolder scaling, clearly not very useful. Senna, her scaling is not really doing anything, but she is healing. That's all she really needs to do as a support, so it's working. And then maybe eventually Smolder will just be a mobile collector for his team. Senna drifting the Herald. Ooh, gonna get caught in the corner. Unlucky. Unlucky. ABW now looking to make a play on this tower, perhaps. CR is just gonna let it go. Oh, gonna have a Kled engage here. JWM now walking forward, gonna slam his hammer down, taking down Hernandez. Eric will be able to get a double kill, but JWM is able to take out Caress and Ched. Chica's now going down to really bad Zed. One left to take on two, while Sawdude goes for the dragon. Alaskan Bullworm doesn't really have the potential to end. I mean, the really bad Zed, you know, you got high damage there, but the rest of the team's going to be coming back up soon. And so you just don't quite have the damage and time to be able to take the rest of the base right now, but Alaskan Bullworm is going to be able to crack open that base. Baron is now just freshly up. So with a reset and another fight, they could have Baron and have the game, or even just the game. They might even need Baron. This game has been so dominantly ABW. Everybody was underestimating it. Everybody was saying the CR comp looks good. Sure, the ABW comp scales, but even their scaling, people weren't thinking it was going to be looking very good. I mean, that was mainly me. And honestly, well, I mean, actually, yeah, their scaling didn't actually do anything this game. Naz's scaling is the only one that actually kind of did something, and that's just because, like, it has to. Like, his Q damage just is his scaling damage. His Q damage is his stacks, so it, like, if he's doing something, then objectively his stacks are doing something. But yeah, Senna's stacks, like, it's not like she's doing damage. And then Smolder is 1 in 8. It's pretty easy to say that he's not doing anything. So yeah, ABW just picked scalers, won early, and that's the big issue. Zig securing the Baron there. Chica's going to be going down. Finished off by JWM. Eric Going to be going in, focusing on the Mpex. I don't know if that's the one you want to focus on, though, because now all the rest of their damage is going to be still alive and going in onto your team. Quadra kill. Is that a pentakill for JWM? Picking up the pentakill and now marching into their base. Teleport forward, and everything's going to be finished off. Some bonks. I mean, a Ziggs and Nasus, like, your base just disappears instantly to this kind of comp. So that'll be game 1. Going over to ABW. And jeez, holy moly. I mean, that was a match. And yes, Senna really didn't do damage, yeah. Man, this Senna build, it's not bad. I don't hate it. But it makes me sad. It really does make me sad. But anyways, that was game 1. Actually should be getting into game 2 sooner rather than later, it looks like. Potentially. Once I find everything. Yeah, no, that can't feel good as CR there. Anyways, really quickly between games. Player of the week, I'm deciding is Zesty K, so throwing together the TFT tournament. Even though I didn't really want to play TFT, I ended up having a lot of fun playing in that tournament. With the assistance of some Dr. Pepper. So that was pretty fun. I cannot get into game 2. Oh, now I can. Okay. There we go. All right. I'm trying to do so much at once right now that I keep forgetting. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna pull up the game 1 draft real quick. Actually, maybe I won't. Yeah, I just won't. Maybe. Unless, can I find it right here? Okay. Here, we're just gonna have a quick look at this game because I mean, just yeah, the Ziggs really just took off early, just exploded early. I mean, I feel like if you know the mage matchup bot lane and the enemy doesn't, you can be extremely impressive, especially if I believe, I don't know if I could see. Because I'm not sure if this is showing me. all of the early kills. 'Cause is this the lane kill? No, I guess this was the lane kill probably. But yeah, Ziggs really just gained a lead and just absolutely took off with it. So yeah, that's just ridiculous. I'm so distracted because I'm looking at so many different things right now. But that aside, I'm looking at the wrong draft screen. I was wondering why draft was so weird. Now we're into it. This isn't great. There we go. There we go. Now the overlay is working. I might need to look at that. That's a little bit awkward, but anyways, this time CR taking away the Senna, the Vygar, the Set. I feel like those are good choices. It's not necessarily what was dominating, but I feel like Senna was kind of a character that was just helping everybody win harder. So getting rid of that might be a good choice, but ABW going to be picking up the Thresh in response. CR still locking in the Amumu. I don't know if... Is that really first pick priority? Amumu's good, but like, you really want to secure that as your definitive first pick. I guess maybe if ABW's jungler is really good with the Amumu, then like, sure, fine. If I guess, because it's not always just about who's the best character, it's sometimes just about trying to take things away from your opponent. So maybe that is the best. You know, something I'm going to look at while we're in draft is I'm going to have a quick peek, because I kept mentioning it throughout the game. I didn't pay attention at the very end. So it's a 22-minute game. With 43 kills. It was pretty much a kill every 2 minutes. Or no, 2 kills per minute. That was a crazy game. But that's not what we're focusing on now. What we're focusing on now is this game 2. Whole new game, whole new chance to run it down. I mean, to run it back and win. And speaking of running it down, we're going to have Zeri picked up. I don't think Zeri's... I guess she is good, actually. I don't know. Zeri is a champ I never see people doing okay on. They're either full running it or full carrying. So we'll have to see how that goes. The Skarner is an interesting pick. It's something that has been strong, but just hasn't necessarily felt good for most people, I believe. A Nasus banned away. Don't want to get another stacking, smashing Nasus. Come on, let's pick a Garen. Let's show them let's pick a Garen. Come on. You know you want to. A Lux for the mid lane is a really weird pick, because like Syndra's just better and Syndra's open. So that one I'm a little confused on, to be honest. It feels weird. Because it's definitely Lux mid lane. It's not going to be Lux support. Because then where you put Thresh? You're doing Thresh top or something. But I don't know. Oh, this Lux pick doesn't look good. I'm just gonna let them lock in this last one. Okay. Okay. Huh? So is it Smolder top, Skarner jungle, Lux mid, Thresh Aphelios bot? Is there some like red side disease? Am I missing something? Oh no, because red side comp wasn't even bad last time. Actually, I liked it last time. But I don't know, the comps this time around looking a little cooked. I don't know. I think CR just wins this. But like, that's what I thought last game too. I don't know. I'm trying to like. I think I'm confused. I think I have like the teams backwards in my head now because I swapped them around. Because it was ABW just won, right? ABW won, and they had the scaling comp with the Nasus, everything. Why am I like so lost? I'm clearly a bit more tired than I thought it was. It's just really tiring, just like watching LCS all day, you know, it's so exhausting watching League of Legends. But yeah. I don't know, ABW's comp's just confusing this game. Not like I'm confused where things are going, I'm just confused why things were picked. Like Lux, why Lux? Just why? Man, I know I said, why did they do Lux over Syndra, but that was obviously the wrong team. But like, just like... What are they... They're not gonna throw Smolder at mid again, are they? What are they doing? Actually so lost. Yeah, okay, so it is gonna be Smolder top. Let me switch it over to the oh yeah, that's not gonna work. Oh, to wait. But yeah, I don't know. It's the Lux just feels wrong. Like I feel like there's like so many other things you could have picked. Like Aurora, Syndra. Or you just like... Honestly, Vex at this stage wouldn't have even been a bad pick. I don't know, Lux just feels so weird. It just feels so weird just the Lux picked up. Like, why... I don't know why I'm so fixated on this too, though. But I don't know. I mean, ABW should be able to play this okay early. Mid, I'm actually not too sure about. I feel like Nico could quite easily dominate this mid lane. If Nico's good or if Lux is bad enough. I mean, just in terms of noticing Nico tricks. But I feel like, I don't know, like, I feel like late game, I feel like Lux and Smolder are just going to be behind. And then, like, Aphelios is going to be your only useful character, and then Scar and Thresh are going to be trying to peel. And it's just not going to work. I feel like they're just going to explode. And then, I don't know, I think ABW's entire comp is just going to crumble and burn. I don't know, it's not too hard for Nico to get close to Lux in lane. The Lux will just need to play back. I feel like for the Lux lane and the Smolder lane, either nothing will happen or Lux and Smolder will end up behind. But Lux, there's like no world where Lux and Smolder end up ahead. Well, maybe no. I don't think Smolder went. No. There's no way Smolder ends up ahead. I was gonna say maybe like Smolder can be oppressive early in his lane, but there's no way he ends up like ahead after laning phase. There's no way. But I mean, yeah, I feel like the Lux will probably just sit back and win from sitting back. Not win necessarily, but not lose. Lux does have better range, but that range is going to be used better off, like, farming. She's not going to be able to poke. It's just going to be sitting back and farming. Well, let's see. Let's hop into game and find out what happens. It looks like we are going to have a level 1 invade again, perhaps. They're pinging it. Well, they probably won't be going for the level 1 invade if something happens to the mid. This is a long 0 seconds. I know Riot has long 0 seconds, but that one was long. No, they're still going to be going for the early invade? I mean, I guess theoretically you encounter one person, so even if you have just 3, you have an advantage.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
I think that this...
Minions have spawned.
is going to be slightly slow game. No early invade finds anything. Go out and about. In terms of the top lane, I mean, Smolder might abuse a little bit early, but I think that lane is just going to be fairly passive. I think mid lane's going to be fairly passive. I think that bot lane is probably where we'll see most of our activity. And I'm not even too sure about how much that's actually going to be. That one really just comes down to what Thresh can do and how much poke Zyra can get. Well, Zyra can be quite significant. Don't sleep on the Zyra, but... Definitely won't be having as exciting a game as last game. That's for sure. Ooh, Hernandez getting ignited is gonna have to flash back and away. Gonna be losing out on the level 2 temporarily. No, Moo Moo coming in for the mid gank up behind Bromstein. The Q from Bromstein's gonna hit. They're gonna flash away. Have some escape potential, but the chase is going to continue. Chica's going in, but Sawdude just beyond the wall. He's starting to follow up, looking for an E. Bromstein able to sidestep. Eric flashing forward is going to be able to get first blood, but it's going to be a kill for both Sawdude and Bromstein there, as both Chica's and Eric die. Leave it up to the junglers to make the game interesting. This time, Chica's already looking for another gank, but it's going to get spotted out on that ward. Going to be able to just opt for the scuttle instead. Ched getting abused pretty hard here. JWM doing pretty good at forcing him back. Ched does have the TP though. Probably should just collect one more wave and back and TP back in. Both Eric and Bromstein quite low. Chica's is here, not on a ward, so has the potential to go in, but Sawdude also here as well. Both junglers going to be going in at the same time. Both junglers going to be getting a kill on the mid laners. Just visiting their 7th camp. I don't know. I think Ched should have recalled there and then TP'd back in. I mean, they're not too low, but like, I don't know. You've got to get the recall TP off at some point. I don't know, Ched really just needs to get a chance at a recall here. Bromstein hitting all the Qs, shutting down all the ganks, but I mean, despite shutting down the ganks, still died to 2 of them. And Chica's coming in for the repeat gank. Is going to be able to use the Q to stop it yet again, but Eric also missing their CC. Chica's now going in, is going to prevent Sawdude from hitting the E. Chica's is going in. They're so low though, and Bromstein getting saved by really bad Zeta. Eric is going to be able to run away. Things are already starting to look pretty good for ABW. A good hook over the wall there from really bad Zed. And then Eric just runs forward underneath his clone. So there's only one thing for Lux to R, and that is everything she needs. Gonna be another kill for the Lux. I'm quite glad these junglers have been doing a pretty good job making this game interesting because, I mean, I feel like things have gone quite how I've expected. Like, you would say no, they haven't because Lux has 3 kills, but every single one of those kills had a jungle involved. Or in that case, the support was involved. So, teams doing a lot here to make these non-interesting lanes interesting. And now Chica's going to be finding Sawdude in their jungler, hoping to run them down a little bit. But Sawdude now turning around and doing quite a bit of damage back, flashing away. Now Chica's getting protected by the Bromstein, so no Q can follow up on them. But Eric's going to be able to come up and finish off Sawdude. Now some ignites, some flashes, some ults, another flash. Mpex is now getting low. Rooted down the Bromstein. Bromstein, though, able to walk away. More kills going on to Eric now, just when I was starting to think that Bromstein might be starting to run away with a mid lead. Eric comes back in, gets some kills, and pulls the game back around. It's looking really good. I feel like Ched is he's starting to do a little bit rough now because he doesn't have the TP up. His south bar is getting a little bit low and doesn't really have a whole lot. Honestly, I'm kind of thinking like I think it would have been better to build Rejuvenation Crystal or whatever, the 800 item, not bead, but the 800 item. And a health crystal, ruby crystal, and a refillable. I think he would have had enough gold with what he bought now to buy all of those things. And so I think he should have just gone for that. I think that would have helped him sustain in lane a bit more, whilst also giving him pretty similar amounts of damage. But you know what? What am I to say? Because he is still racking up kills and helping out his team anyways. Able to roam to the fight faster than the Smolder, who has pushed in the wave. That's a pinger. That's a pinger for sure. Oh boy, a big fight here is about to happen. Bot lane Mpex caught out, pushing up for the tower here. Eric locking him down. Was Crest going to be able to finish off the kill? Really bad Zed was here hovering for him, but was able to walk away and escape. Mpex be the only person as the Avengers assemble to take him out. Ooh, narrow hook miss. Aphelios has the coal. Gonna be looking to scale. Speaking of scaling, let's have a peek at Smolder's stacks. He is up to 91, getting close to that big number. The big 125, the first initial burst of damage. Or first initial upgrade, really. It's not necessarily a damage burst. More of a wave clear burst, if anything. Sawdude now looking to go in here, using his E to go through the wall. Not going to be able to find anybody, but will be able to use... Oh, the placing down the ward on the Thresh Lantern. They are trying really hard at getting him here. Going to be locking down underneath his turret, but they're going to be pulling Caress back underneath. Eric now going in, going to be locking up 2 of them, but the turret's going to take them out too. It's going to be a double kill going into the pocket of Mpex. Bromstein just out of screen, finishing off the final kill. I'm glad I panned down to that because top lane kill was whatever. As I said, you know, Smolder's not going to be winning this lane. He's just going to be abusing it. And Ched is now showing that, getting a, I believe, I wasn't paying attention. I don't want to say a solo kill. I feel like Chica's probably helped the dive there. I don't want to rewind it necessarily to go back and see. But yeah, Smolder is getting a little bit abused. At least they threw the Smolder onto somebody different this time. But maybe Smolder isn't as high priority as I think it is. Well, I don't know though. His ult, I think does like, I think the base numbers or something are way too high on it, because if his ult always does so much damage, no matter what. But I don't know all the scalings. I don't know if it's like has super high passive scaling or what. But his ult is just, it's always so strong, goes so long, so wide. What is happening here? Sawdude was just standing there for a second. It doesn't look like he was stunned the whole time or anything. But anyways, he's gonna have to flash over the wall to get away from Chica's. So Moo, the Leandre's rush on Moo just does so much damage, but unfortunately it's gonna take a lot of damage too. Bromstein getting a kill onto Chica's there. There's gonna be a lot going on here as Hernandez flashes forward, trying to take on Mpex. Mpex is gonna get a kill on the crest and then goes away with the lantern. Really bad Zed here now, trying to go in onto Hernandez. Misses the hook. Hernandez is able to root them down with the plants. Should be able to get away. Really bad Zed here, though. Looks like they might be going for a tower dive. Hits the hook, and that's all that they're gonna need to begin this tower dive. But Hernandez is gonna be able to get one. Can they get two? Not quite. Sawdude escaping on the tiniest little bit of health. JWM again, getting ran down underneath the turret, using that ult. It did pretty good damage, pretty good healing, but Ched is going to be able to finish it off, flashing away. I don't know how the initial part of that flash put them outside of turret range. That's a little questionable. But apparently that was enough. I wonder if it's a thing where they like teleported into the wall, and so they were outside of turret range, but they can't be placed in the wall, so then they got placed inside of turret range. Well, no, because the turret was just harder than the end. I don't know. I guess that was just like just barely out of turret range. It looked so, I don't know. It looked so inside of turret range. But Lux is going to be getting stunned down here, not able to take that lantern. Going to get finished off by CR. Both teams looking good here, and you know, I said, you know, looks like we're not going to have an exciting game. Looks like we're going to have a boring game, but hey, at least the junglers make this exciting, blah, blah, blah. We now have 24 kills at 15 minutes. So we're starting to approach that 2 kill per minute line again.
Just wait.
So even with not necessarily as volatile of champions, we are still having quite crazy lanes. I mean, I guess when you have a Thresh whose entire existence is just, I want to hit a hook and kill, then I guess your lane's gonna be a little bit volatile. But they technically don't even have the most volatile lane. Like, I think there's been more action mid than there has been bot. Chica's looking to go in onto Sawdude. JWM gonna try to come in from behind. Mom isn't quite ready to listen to her baby yet, so he won't be able to call her down. ABW now be taking the first turret, while CR is able to pick up the Void Grub's Eric. Gonna be getting hit by those ults every time. And Ched just taking no damage from the Smolder. To be fair, the Smolder isn't just going to be doing a whole lot of damage on the E with these items. I mean, not even a whole lot of damage on the E in general. The E isn't really a damage ability. There's definitely a movement ability with some damage involved. Flashing forward, using the Ignite. I don't think that Ignite's going to be able to finish them off, though. It's actually going to prevent them from really hitting the tower, because every time they walked underneath, they're technically hitting a champion. They were just going to get kind of a little bit messed up there by it. Ulting the mid wave is going to provide the perfect chance for Chicas to hop in on them and finish them off.
Just wait.
Unlucky, unfortunate opportunity. Honestly, great play by Chicas there going in on that ult. Now they're going to be looking for this drag. ABW has picked up 2 drags so far, so they're going to want to start picking up some drags to counteract that. You let them get another, then they're on soul point. You've got to really put some pressure onto it, so might as well as get to it now. Gonna be able to pick up the dragon easily. Ched now starting to run down Smolder again. If they had hit that cleaver, they might have gone in fully on him, but they missed it. They're gonna have to back off. Oh, another pause. Baby woke up. Ganked by Kid. Ched got 2 into Mundo and was like screaming on the tower dives. I go where I please. Smacking down the baby dragon and waking up his own baby. I mean, I don't know how long we're actually going to be here for, because usually... yeah, no, this pause might last a little while. So I guess we're going to just have to have a look at some of the items, some of the strategies, some of what's going on. So immediately, Mundo rushed the Warmogs. Do they have enough health on that right now? They do. They have more than enough. They didn't even need the giant spell to activate this. I guess they had a lot of grass proc. Can I see how much? No, it's not going to show me how much grass spell they have. But Mundo does have an activated Warmogs. So obviously that's going to help them out a lot when Smolder is just poking you out. Now you're just healing all that back, and that health is damaged for Mundo, so he is just running Smolder down now. And as you can see, you know, Smolder's tier 2, so yeah, definitely doing something there. Definitely pretty effective. But moving down the list from there, Amumu, this AP build. I'm pretty sure usually it's like an AP rush into tank, right? Like a Leandri's into tank. Because it helps you get like early kills, early damage, helps you still have a little bit of damage later, but you just turn into more of an engaged tank later, so it helps out a lot. But, I don't know, we'll have to see how this goes. I'm wondering if they will just go like full AP, like build a Malignance next or something. That'd be wild. But anyways, moving on down to the Nico. Have the Rocket Belt. Looks like they're building, is that Lichbane? Not bad. But I think I'd want to see some other items built here first. Like, I don't know. I feel like there are just better things to build. Lichbane's not a bad item, but I think there's just better things you could build. Like, first off, you don't even have a mana item. You should probably get a mana item, unless you're just not having mana problems. Maybe not. Maybe not. Usually, mages have mana problems, but maybe not. But moving on from that, we have the Zeri. Picking up the Static Shiv. Classic. Zeri is doing alright so far. Not doing terrible, not doing exactly good. Hernandez on the Zyra, it's doing alright. It's burning. It's doing its damage. It did It did enough in lane. Moving on to the other side, JWM is getting that tier stacked up. He's getting himself stacked up. I might as well check how many stacks he has at this point. 189, so that's what, like a little less than 50 off of the 225. It's like 40 or 36 or something. I think it's 36 off. I'm gonna go with that. That sounds right to me. 36 stacks away. So they're getting pretty close to the 225. So I don't know. We'll have to see about that. The Skarner. Honestly, the Skarner hasn't, like, even though the Skarner's 3 and 3. Oh, Storm Surge for Nico. Yeah, actually. Oh, did they change Storm Surge already, or Storm Surge change next patch? Because I know Storm Surge is supposed to be getting a change soon. I hate Storm Surge as it is right now. Just does not feel good to me. But the Storm Surge next patch feels like it'll be a lot more proccable. Or this patch. I don't remember if it was next patch or this patch. I think it's next patch. But yeah, that Storm Surge makes a lot more sense. But anyways, back to the Skarner. Like, I feel like this champ isn't doing anything. Like, he does have 3 kills, but honestly, like, every time I see him involved in a fight, it's like he's last hitting rather than actually, like, doing something. So, I don't know. Maybe once he gets an item or two more, then maybe it'll be different. But right now, it just does not feel... He does not feel useful. But I mean, his usefulness comes from his ult, I guess. So, TP flanked by wife. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh indeed. The Lux, you know, got that full explosive damage. You know, a lot of people like to build Malignants on Lux, and I think that's actually, like, kind of troll. Like, people just think of it as, like, oh, Malignant's ult cooldown, and Lux has low ult cooldown, so if I build that, I just ult infinitely. But it's like, I don't know, you go from, like, 20 seconds to 19 seconds, it's just, like, not worth it. Like, you're just, like, ulting. It's just, I don't know. It's just like better things, and also you're just like usually one-shot people with your ult anyway, so it's like the burn underneath your ult also just doesn't really matter. So yeah, but so I like the fact that they are just going like a full kind of explosion type thing. And then Mpex with the Immortal Shield Bow. What's the current state of Immortal Shield Bow? Also, actually, why would they? Hang on, no, that's troll. Like, what? That's so troll. Why did Impact put Immortal Shield Bow? I mean, it did save them earlier and, like, allow them to get a kill, so I guess... Or did it? I don't know if they actually had it in that fight I was thinking about earlier. I would assume it did. I assume it was there and saved them. Even though, actually, looking at it now, it probably wasn't. Yeah, actually, it almost, like, definitely wasn't there. See, I'm not too sure about why they have Immortal Shield Bow. Do they still think it has lifesteal or something? Because you just want BT. Like, they don't have an assassin, they have Nico. And that's like the closest you're gonna get. You just want BT here. I don't know why they're building a Immortal Shield Bow. BT or just like another AD item. I don't know that you necessarily need a lifesteal shield item, but like it's good. BT's good, so if you want to build it, you can. It's not gonna be bad. Ooh, Saw dude's trying to go in under Hernandez teaches. They're gonna be able to flash forward, trying to catch out Mpex. Eric going in with the rocket belt flash E. Mpex able to take one out. Is gonna go down underneath their own tower though. Ched just running through these towers like he's running through ranged minions. Saw dude's now starting to take damage. That lantern can never be quite grabbed. In the end, though, it was Mpex for Eric and Caress. Don't know how worth it was. Actually, it looks like Jed might be getting added onto a list of casualties now. Chica's almost getting added on too. A flash expended there from really bad Zed to prevent that.
Has been destroyed.
Chica's growing in on them.
Banish the shadows.
Now it looks like we're going to be in the fight here. JWM has their 225 stacks. They have that execute threshold.
No more holding back.
Herald's starting to wander down the mid lane. And it's gonna be getting driven the wrong way by Zeri. She's curving all kinds of wacky ways around and is gonna be wasting the Herald charge. No damage to the enemy mid turret. Love to see it. Ooh, but Eric's going to be dropping an ult down in this lane. JWM is going to be going down low, but he's calling down Mom. It's going to provide a lot of healing, but it's going to miss on that damage front. Eric is getting so low, and the burn is going to be just enough to bring them down and finish them off. Mom coming down to swallow them whole. JWM, they did it. They did it. They were like, hey, Bromstein, let me show you how to play some more. Hernandez teaches holy moly. Yeah, see? Saw dude didn't do anything there. He just came in and last hit the kill, like I said. But fair enough. The last hit, it's all you need. It's all your team needs is the last hit. Chica's gonna cook here. Chica's is cooking. Chica's has stolen the Drake. Saw dude had the smite available. Was a 50-50 flip. Chica's. Chica's landed the coin on its side. It flipped it again and landed it on heads for Mumu. Holy moly, that E damage was crazy under Bronstein. Like that Nico E damage was like, it did like half the health bar or something. It was crazy big. So what was that?
I'll protect you.
Ooh, Impact's gonna get caught down here, and there's so much CC nearby. The lantern gets thrown in again, but that poor lantern, its handle is growing dust because nobody can ever grab onto it. Saw dude not gonna start to go in here, but it's gonna get rid before he can make contact with anybody on the team. Trying for that. That could have been a crazy combo. The Skarner ult into Thresh Lantern? Does that work, or is it like prevent that? That'd be crazy. Did Karas get hit by like the pixel edge of Lux ult there? That looked a little bit sus. That looked a little bit odd. 16, 18, 34 kills in 25 minutes, slowing down the kills a little bit. We got a normal-ish amount of kills. But honestly, this game, like, both junglers, are starting to do good. Like, Saw Dude, I think, is actually reaching a point where he is going to be pretty impactful. Before, he was kind of squishy, kind of not doing a whole lot, but now he's gotten some stacks on his Heartsteel, he's got some items. He has the tier 2 result. He's going to be doing a lot more, so both junglers are pretty good. Both top laners, now that JWM's hit his spike, both top laners are doing pretty good right now. Both mid laners are doing significant chunks of damage. Eric is just dying a little bit more often. I think Eric really needs to get his Zanyas. So hopefully they're building Seekers next. Hopefully they are not building Rabadons. But hey, honestly, maybe that's what you need to do. Is maybe you just need to build Rabadons, one-shot somebody, die, and then that'll be like just kind of like all you need to provide for your team. But you definitely don't want to like ult under their tower and die. Is probably not optimal. But both laners kind of doing both mid laners kind of doing pretty even in terms of the damage. Both ADCs pretty impactful. Well, no, I feel like definitely Mpex is a lot more impactful. The only issue is that Mpex is just tending to die a lot here. Chica's going out really far. Really bad Zed, though. Gonna have enough CC and just enough damage to finish off Chica, stop them from escaping. And now, Alaska Bullworm has picked up the Baron. That might be the first step towards them rolling down the rest of the game. But now both teams have 2 drags. Alaska Bullworm is going to be looking for another one. Hernandez Teaches is going to get spotted out by some wards. He's going to have to flash away. None of those hooks would have quite hit, but they still had to flash it anyways. That is definitely a lot of scary stuff that's going to happen there. Every CC keeps missing, but they still are not going to be able to escape that rock distancing too. But bonk goes the Heartsteel stack. Saw Dude finishing them off as always. Saw Dude last one of these kills. But now ABW looking to the drag. They have their whole team here. They take it out. It's gonna put them onto Soul Point. It's not a super useful drag. Kind of like the whole map more than you like the Soul. But it is what it is. Chica's gonna be going down under the turret there. Mpex has huge damage. They have that gold spent. You know, it's quite significant. Quite significant. They do have the Mortal Reminder. I love the Mortal Reminder right now, especially against the Mundo. I feel like it's actually so good with the fact that it has so much. Ooh, just caught by the edge of it. Bromstein going down. Eric going to be able to stop Saw Dude at the same time. But now there's a fight happening here. Mpex taken out. Caress with one final auto there. Now Ched going to be trying to get onto JWM. Window has the potential to go where he pleases, and for some reason Mpex hasn't come up to help yet. Please, Mpex, please, they need you, please. Don't let Ched just run down JWM. And there we go. Finally, Mpex taking out JWM. Meanwhile, Eric has been running from Saw Dude this whole time. And finally, they have given up. Until they realize, oh, that's not the clone. And now Saw Dude is going in on Eric. Eric, unfortunately, oh, the clone outplay again. Eric is going so long and far with it, and this time they're actually going to make the escape.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Now a 7k lead. Stack up on the side of ABW. ABW definitely has a lot more here. But it all really comes down to how these next team fights are played. The positioning of everybody. Is honestly, it's just whoever hits the better ults here, it's just gonna win the game. Neither team really... Ooh, speaking of hitting better ults here, it looks like Braum's team and Really Bad Zed gonna be messing around a little bit too much here, trying to throw tons of damage onto Jed, and in the end, it's just gonna get them collapsed on by almost the entirety of CR. Actually, just like was the entirety of CR. I don't know where Hernandez was. Maybe they were there? I don't know. I don't see a death marker on the map. Oh no, there it is. So they probably killed Hernandez during the fight. So yeah, it was the entirety of CR. And it looks like Mpex accidentally flashed, so that might be pretty problematic for ABW.
Incision!
Teams are pinging for it, now they're starting to prep for it. Drag up in a minute. This is Soul for ABW. Not that it does a whole lot, but if ABW gets Soul and ooh, that Storm Surge proc, it's gonna finish off Eric. And unluckily, Eric is not gonna have the survivability to pull off anything onto the Lux there. They will get taken out, unfortunately. Dragon has started, they're pulling it out, they're fighting it, they do a lot of damage to it, but not enough. CR gonna start to go in, Chica's on the front line, but ooh, Sawdude grabs all of them! Sawdude grabbed all of them and they just melt! They just melt!
Red team double kill.
Oh, JWM and Mpex just absolutely deleting them, and speaking of deleting, Eric again deleted, but Braum seems gonna get deleted too, but now we're just delete, because Ched goes down next. Soul for ABW, but now it looks like ABW is going to start to push some more waves in. Lux was close to having that inhibitor if they had just managed to kill a little Professor Really Bad Zed playing like they just threw up an FF vote or something. I knew it was just Hex Flash, not Real Flash, but like, still. Looks like they're trying to go for a triple inhib here. They get the bot inhib, top inhib taken, middle inhib. How is that one looking? They still haven't taken the tower yet. Sawdude is a little bit slow on these towers. This tower's going to get taken, but the inhib won't be taken. CR is up in here to defend their base, but it looks like ABW 1.1, not 1.1, 11k gold advantage. 1.1 10Ks. That's a weird way to put that, but anyways, big gold advantage here on the side of ABW. And yeah, definitely. I mean, as I said, Saw Dude, it as it gets into this like mid to late game, they need to be tanky and they need to hit an ult, and they hit an ult that grabbed 3 people that all just got instantly melted by MPEX and JWM, and that just like almost just won them the game there. And all they need to do is do that one more time. And Saw Dude, I know he's seeing it. I know he's seeing it. His eyes are lighting up. Like the calculations are going off. They're all so close together. They're all so close together, but he just doesn't have quite the right angle.
Banish the shadows.
Just wait.
I believe in you. You could do it, Saw Dude. Ooh, Eric going in deep onto the MPEX. MPEX, though, not enough health to survive. They're going to get taken down. Chad going down. Not Chad. Chica's going down next. Hernandez is low. JWM trying to chase them down. Eric and Hernandez both running away. Ched here is getting his health bar melted down very slowly by Ramsey and Saw Dude. Now finally getting taken out. JWM gave up on Hernandez and Eric. And they are both backing away to refill their health bars and defend their base as a bunch of super minions are pushing into their Nexus turrets. Bromsteam looking to push this inhibitor. Eric had the potential to try a little stealthy play, but without the ult, might not have enough damage there to actually do something. This could be... Wow! 50% of their health bar with an E. Musket Bullworm is going to be starting up Baron. I don't think there's any chance the CR can really contest this. They only have Chica's... I mean, not even nearby. It was just in their jungle. Just starting to get into their jungle, so it was really problematic. Now Chica's is going in, but Chica's doesn't have a team there. Chica's doesn't even have a team there. Oh, Nico not able to catch anybody, and they're just dead. They're just dead. They're gone. And now ABW is free to just walk through and down into their base.
Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
3 inhibs taken, but it doesn't even matter because these towers are going down. ABW firing up the last couple kills. Ched just doesn't seem to want to die. But now ABW has claimed their second game. Probably one of the closer games I've seen this week, but still. ABW is going to pick it up in the end. And, yeah, I think there were just some, like, minor unfortunate things that happened. And I think CR played really well, but, I mean, the Skarner ult at was it Soul Drag Soul that was pretty game ruining for CR. But great games all around, great night, and I hope we have an exciting week 2 coming up. Thanks for watching the stream. I'm going to shove cheese bread down my throat and pass out.